11 Genius Tips to Boost Your Money Saving Skills. The cornerstone of financial planning is budgeting. If your company has a budget, you should have one too. Budgeting allows you to set your priorities, balance your income and expenses, and determine the best amount to save each month. If you appreciate the video you watch and want to help us continue creating interesting content, we kindly ask you to consider the idea of subscribing to our channel and leaving us a donation to support us. Thanks to your support, we will be able to continue improving and offering you new insights. You can do it here below, through the appropriate buttons, subscribe, and thanks. First, review your credit card and bank statements, bills, and other receipts to calculate your recurring expenses. Recurring expenses include transportation costs, insurance premiums, electricity bills, loans, etc. Once you have a numbered list, carefully examine all expenses and separate those that concern desires and not needs. Then compare the new list with your income. If expenses exceed income for the month, it is necessary to reduce expenses. Make sure that a significant amount of money remains in your account even after paying all expenses. The biggest money trap is thinking that spending more will make you fail. A €2 coffee is not expensive. But let's do the math. If you drink it twice a day, every day, you will spend €120 a month. On the other hand, if you limit yourself to buying a coffee machine at home, you will only need to spend about €300, and the money you spend to buy coffee every day can be used to pay credit cards and other household bills. It is very important to keep track of all small daily expenses. At the end of the day, if you check what you could have bought, you will be surprised to discover the bad habits that are eating up your money. Whatever you do, make sure you don't live beyond your means. Moreover, the mere thought of having to keep expenses under control can discourage impulse purchases. The main rule is to always pay the credit card on time and use it only for what is needed. If you cannot be disciplined with the credit card, it is better to get rid of it. If used recklessly, you will end up paying huge interest every month and saving less. It may seem obvious to say. However, it is certain that 50% of people do not have a savings account. A savings account allows you to have limited access to your money and at the same time obtain a higher interest rate than a checking account. Savings accounts are savings centers where you can hide your savings. Remember that when we talked about budgeting, we said that you should aim to have extra money after paying expenses? You should keep the remaining money in a savings account until you decide what to invest it in. Expenses that make up the majority of your salary should be reviewed from time to time. Review your bank statements to see which expenses you spent the most on. Try to save on these expenses by finding alternative solutions. For example, compare different insurance companies or renegotiate your mortgage and all other services. If you take the time to analyze these expenses, you can save thousands of dollars. Today, ATMs, credit cards, and online shopping have made spending so easy and convenient. Unfortunately, however, most of the time we give in to temptation and spend money on unnecessary things. It all depends on a person's willpower to control impulses. Studies show that the self-control muscle gets tired over time and with the frequency with which we use it, and the willpower of people who shop poorly often runs out quickly. The reason is that these people are constantly faced with difficult purchasing decisions. The best way to deal with this problem is to wait before buying. If you like something, wait at least 24 hours before buying it. You will be surprised at how much less impulsive you will feel if you wait. Another way to reduce impulsiveness is to count how much an item costs. You will likely realize that it is not worth it. If you want to save, plan your meals. This is one of the simplest and most fun ways to save. If you know what you will eat that week and buy groceries accordingly, you won't have to make casual trips to the supermarket where you might end up buying too much. With a meal plan, it is even easier to stick to the budget. You can also find out where you can buy groceries at cheaper prices. However, before buying more food, look in your pantry and eat what is left. A typical family of 4 spends about $150 a week on groceries. Using this strategy, you should be able to save about 20% of your food expenses. This means that the same family can save $120 a month, which can be used for other expenses such as electricity, cell phone, and internet fees. The fastest way to go bankrupt is to become a loyal brand supporter. A loyal brand supporter is a person who will consistently buy a service or product, regardless of everything. Sellers know that these people are not price sensitive and can easily exploit their loyalty by setting non-competitive prices. Emotional attachment to a seller should not hinder the purchase of another brand. If you start looking for better deals, you will be surprised by the availability of quality services and products at better prices. This is the most important part of the entire process. If you want to save, you need to check your mindset. Most people consider it a virtue to use all resources carefully and efficiently. But in doing so, make sure you are not too frugal. The simplest way to develop the right financial mindset is to focus on earning, saving, and investing money. Being stingy with insurance and bills serves no purpose and develops a poor mindset. Get yourself a planning tool that helps you calculate how much you need to set aside each month to reach your goals. Most planners allow you to add images of what you can save. They say that the image motivates them to reach their goals. Share your personal experience on today's topic with us. Write it in the comments and ask us any questions you may have. We will be happy to answer. Leave a comment so that we can perfect our creations. We will be happy with your simple like, but the most important thing is not to forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos.